Comedy Jonah.
Hi, we're back. It's Thursday, even though today I thought was Wednesday.
It's Thursday. It's a week 2 in the BB
I
house.
know. Wow.
Are you so excited for week 2 of Big Brother?
I'm just caught up and just have lots of opinions and
Well,
wow.
I cannot wait to get into all of the opinions with you, Comedy Jonah. But first, let me let everyone know, make sure that you follow, like, subscribe wherever you are watching these shows. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all those places. You guys following us really helps support the show. Of course, share it, tell a friend, tell a family member. It is a great way to support us completely for free. You can tweet us anytime using the hashtags YRRLive. You can check out our website, yourrealityrecaps.com, for the past 12 years of archive shows. They're all over there, Comedy Jonah. Archives, a decade of shows.
Just over a decade. We've been doing this a long time and we're still here.
I mean, technically, the website is frozen in time since All Star, since that's when the crazy people hacked the website and made it so I couldn't do anything with it anymore, which is why I now call it an archive. And one day I'll be able to make a new website, but that's okay because now we just put our stuff on YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. Thank you.
Thank you, YouTube. We love you. But exciting news. New computer is en route from the Mrs. Hewlett Packard.
Nice. Yay.
So I know, I appreciate everyone kind of being like, where's the stuff? It's coming, and the computer will be here this weekend, and then John and I are going to have much more Big Brother content. I just got to get it all set up. I'm very excited.
And that's what you also need to edit all of the New York footage, right?
The New York footage to do graphics and promos. I mean, I don't even know if anybody noticed. I literally used a Big Brother 23 graphic to promote the show. Literally says we're live now talking Big Brother 23.
At least our backgrounds are up to date, right?
At least we got that going. So, I mean, what an absolutely crazy week. I would like to start at the beginning, Comedy Jonah, of the week. Because apparently this is the new thing. We're not going to get to see HOHs anymore. And now it's, in my opinion, it is because all of the television shows are shut down. They have that whole CBS lot now that they can go run around. Which they can go run around and film on. So that's clearly what they're going to do now.
Well, I don't know if you're like a Desperate Housewives fan.
Yeah, I heard this.
But that was where they were.
I know. I used to love Jesse Metcalf. That's where I got my fantasy for pool boys. Desperate Housewives, indeed.
Yes.
Remember when I used to watch it in my 20s and think, that'd never be me, and now I'm in my 40s, and I literally found myself looking out my window at an actual pool boy today.
Yeah, you are a Desperate Housewife.
I'm a Desperate Housewife. Yep, desperate.
Yeah.
So, exciting. A lot of people didn't like it. What were your thoughts? The HOH, the Demogorgon, the chasing the people around. What did you think?
I liked that they were out of the house and not in a basement, right? Where we've seen like Big Brother Canada's in a basement. It was kind of nice that they were out. It was the back lot. I recognized the houses. I've been to that back lot several times myself, so I kind of knew where they were. That was great. I liked the competition. The Demogorgon was a little amateur Halloween costume-ish. I didn't know if maybe there was an issue with one of the stilts. I mean, it just wasn't looking very scary to me.
I loved it. I'm sorry. I know everyone else.
I was just like, there's just birds flying around going cheep, cheep. Like it was cheap, cheap, cheap.
What? No, I loved every single second of it. I thought it was new. I mean, I appreciate you not. I appreciate you not having the same stance as me, but I think that you actually loved it on your Desperate Housewives set.
That I loved. I wish we could have gotten a better Demogorgon. That didn't look scary.
Well, I thought that was just Daniel from last season. Hosting a comp. Wasn't that just Daniel last season hosting a comp?
I mean, my nephew did a better job with his Halloween costume, and he was 8, and he was actually in a contest in LA for it years ago. But no, the Demogorgon needed some help. It just didn't look that great. It was like part devil, chest, you could see the red, and then whatever was happening there. So I think they were trying to do a little like Stranger Things, but it looked more strange than anything, I thought.
I saw somebody did the somebody like took it and they made it Stranger Things. They did the running up the road, running up that hill with like Felicia running down the street, and they were like, "Oh, Stranger." I loved it. I don't care. I don't care if people didn't like it. I thought it was great. Do I like it so much? Do I like it more than us getting live HOH competitions? No. But I didn't hate it. I didn't get all the people being like, it's so corny and so cheesy. I'm like, all right, what do you want them in a box answering questions again?
No. And again, I was glad to have that and see that. And they were out and it was something completely different that we haven't seen.
Yeah.
But come on, if we're going to do it, if we're going to do a multiverse, let's do it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Step up the costume. I want to see a scary Demogorgon. You know what I mean?
I mean, I do agree with
you have all the props. There's no television shows being made. I mean, just go through the storage unit.
Exactly. I mean, clearly we know that they, have the special effects, or clearly people aren't liking these special effects, I mean, is my point. You would think that they would be able to do something a little bit better for, the transition and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a little bit ridiculous. I feel like we do, a better job when we're switching to our, Oracle. Oh, exactly. Ooh, look, this is a better special effect.
Oh my gosh, that's so scary.
Then when you have somebody lay down on a bed and put orange around that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they can have a better team to do a better special effect.
They could.
That's it. But the set I liked. I liked the set. I was on board with the set.
I was on board with the set. I'm getting on board with the multi-universes too. Are you getting on those?
I was gonna be more on board with them if they would have made it so Riley stayed this week. We didn't see anything from Bowie. We thought tonight that we were going to get something from Bowie out of her universe, and we didn't.
We didn't get anything from her. I forgot who Nicole was. I had to keep scrolling up.
She's Janet, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. I'm so sorry. She looks like 1990s Janet. She is rocking 1990s Janet for me so much. I look at her, and I'm just like, oh, my God.
No. She's
Janet on the feed.
Absolute, total Janet. But, there wasn't a whole lot with her. I had to keep scrolling. I'm going, oh, wait, what was that again? So we didn't get a lot from Nicole either. But, no, we didn't get a message from the universe because I guess the message was they were just going to start saving people back and forth, right?
Well, it wasn't originally a save. So who was it? Jared went first because the Demogorgon kept him. He then came back and his thing...
He nominated.
No, he had to pick somebody to go to the Scaryverse during the noms. Thus, they would be safe from the noms.
And he picked Jag.
He picked Jag.
He made it Jag safe. That's what I mean by safe.
Right. Then Jag had, when he came back, he was picking someone to miss the veto ceremony.
Right.
He picked Bowie.
Right.
Now, we thought when Bowie came back that she might get some last, pin in her final power of, cancel a vote, flip the votes, do something, but she ended up not having anything, so all our speculation there was wrong.
And we didn't get to communicate her through the TV, through the
Well, she laid down the bed, didn't you see?
Well, she was laying down in the bed, but we got to see Jared in the screen. Hey, Jared, are you okay? And he's like, oh, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night in the Scaryverse. And I thought it was interesting. Or we saw Jag on one of the monitors during the nomination ceremony. He was there. That was kind of neat. I kind of like that. That was interesting.
Just like to point out, we literally have the multiverse effect right here.
Literally. I'm
literally in the multiverse. It would have been this hard.
Right now.
I'm in the multiverse right now. I'm gonna start sticking us in the multiverse for these shows and looking for help because
I can't wait to get the computer. You can do all kinds of stuff with us.
Do you know where I think the editors were this week? Clearly in the multiverse, because that I was like falling asleep during. I mean, what for people like you that missed the feeds? You missed hands down an epic week of feeds. It was literally. After that POV ceremony ended, it was up and down roller coaster of they got all the votes to have her stay. They lost all, not they, then they just flip flopping, constant flip flopping, which I want to, talk more about. But I want to just end with Demogorgon, Scary Verse versus, I like them. It's something different. Do I love them? No. I was hoping one would somehow save Riley tonight. But I didn't.
I knew when Cherie was meeting with the Bye Bye Bitches, right? And Bowie couldn't be there because she was in the Scary Verse. But we learned that she's not great under pressure either from Cherie. So I love that. But, when Cherie said, you know what, is it worth saving Riley or to keep Hisam calm so that we can backdoor him where he doesn't expect it? As soon as she said that, I knew Riley was gone.
Well, I mean, that was so much later. I mean, here's the thing. First, you do know that Bowie's a lawyer, right? So just wrap your head around that.
Really?
Like, what cases are they doing in Australia? Like, that Bowie is your lawyer?
Well, and she's tired from DJing the night before. I didn't know she was...
I mean, technically, she left law to become a DJ, but just let's keep in mind that at one point she was a lawyer.
Yeah, that's what a barrister is in Australia, is a lawyer. Yeah.
It is what she is.
I scanned the notes and I thought it said barista.
Well,
a barista and a DJ is what I thought she was.
Probably she has more ability to be a barista. Because she has no ability to argue any point in that house. So
I love Yanessa in the YouTube chat. Kangaroo court cases. Yeah. A lot of kangaroo accidents.
I saw, Lost in You Now chat said kangaroos assaulting dingoes. Rod Carson said shark attacks. I can't with her. So I mean, here's the thing. I mean, there's so many hot topics from this week that I want people to weigh in the chat rooms as well as in the comments below when you're watching this back. I mean, one of them is the flip-flopping this week and, Cirie. So let me ask you, I'll present you this way.
Okay.
We saw, after that POV ceremony ended, Cirie basically led the charge to now let's keep Riley. A lot of people were saying she was waiting till the POV was over, but she really pushed Izzy into let's do this, getting Jared on board, getting everyone really behind it, meeting in rooms, doing handshakes, hugs, thank you, I saved you, blah, blah, blah. Then, literally, as time went on, it just unraveled itself. And a lot of people called it, me included, messy on Cirie's end. But then a lot of people made a very good point. She's used to Survivor, where you literally have 24 hours, you come up with the plan, you change the plan, you've executed the plan, now the plan is in place, you're done. As opposed to what we all know Big Brother is, you've executed that plan on Monday, your ass is still waiting to Thursday, and everybody's waffling back and forth.
Right. And I think she's going to learn the ropes quickly because Cirie is smart. She will learn the ropes. And I absolutely agree with that too. Because after Hisam's speech, and I really try with Hisam. Last week I was trying. I was the only one on my side with him, but I can see why he's single. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's not a bad-looking guy, great body, good physical shape, but I can see why he's single. I don't know if he realizes how he even comes across. Like, it's really awful.
Right.
And to sit there and say, I'm not going to backdoor, I'm not going to do this.
Right.
It's almost worse than being backdoored. His
Right.
speech was like, it was just cringy. I couldn't believe it.
I don't know what's wrong with all you people. I gotta be honest. That speech wasn't bad. I don't know why everyone's acting like that speech was
Awful.
appalling. Hello? Does anybody remember Big Brother Canada when Mitch Muffin was literally like, "You're a cancer, a living cancer. You need a doctor to cut you out. You're disgusting. You're a liar. You meet in rooms. You deserve to be like, oh my God, do we want to talk about, there are so many more speeches that were so much worse than his speech. Now,
And
granted,
that's going in the category as one of them. His
no, it's
speech was
not. That
horrible.
was all he said was, "You're my target. I want everyone to vote you out. You're my target." And everyone's like, "Oh my God, that was so mean."
Well, I hope the House can, then we can just reorganize and realign and do all of it. Come on. It was horrible. It's just like, just spit in her face, why don't you? It was horrible. I felt bad for Riley. And then to sit there and talk to her and gaslight her, and we could have worked together. And if I heard him say one more time, Riley,
Post Riley.
during everything, she said I was her target. She said I was her target. Like, how many effing times can he say that? I'm like, if he says it one more time, I'm just going to turn the show off and I'm going to call in sick. I'm going to call in sick for the show.
So again, I'm going to reiterate what I said to you last week. For what you see on the live show, understand he is, without exaggeration, 1,000 times worse on the live feeds.
I can't watch the feeds then.
If you thought that speech
Yes.
was bad, you listening to just him talking to any person, you would want to blow your brains out.
Oh my gosh.
Like, he would literally be like that. He would literally be like this. You ready? He would literally be like, "Hi, Riley. You're Riley. Hi, Riley.
Hi.
Could you stop crying? It's really annoying.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, this is your fault that you're here, so I don't appreciate you getting my area wet with your bullshit tears."
Well, I'm just...
Did I tell you to speak? No. No. Now, you're a little bitch, okay? And you said my fucking name. You never should have said my name, okay? All right? I'm asking you a question. Should you have said my name?
No.
Are you breathing? I didn't say breathe. I said answer the question. Did I say your name? Did I say your name? Hello? Hello,
Yes,
Riley?
No.
Okay. All right. Get the fuck out of my room. Just go. You can't be helped. That is literally the way he talks to people. But wait a minute. I just want you to know that I'm being honest, and no one's going to be honest with you like I'm honest. This is called integrity and honesty. I'm being honestly integral with you right now.
Oh
And
my
you're not going to
God.
get that anywhere else this season.
It just was horrible. It was horrible. I loved it when the professors met and then he was asking them questions and then he would interrupt them while they were trying to answer.
But that's literally him. And then literally everything he says is right. So Riley, do you know what you did, right?
Well,
Okay, but I wasn't done. So you know what you did, right?
well,
Okay, but listen, post you, there's going to be a whole new thing happening in this game without you here. Post you. But shut up. But you're not in my alliance, okay? You're disgusting. If you come back, I'll work with you, maybe. It depends if you wax me and give me a massage.
I would love to work with you.
I don't know why. I'm a cunt. My mouth is always like this, I think because it's actually an asshole and shit's gonna come out.
I was horrified. Horrified. I couldn't believe it.
He's the worst human I've ever seen. And here's the thing, and this is what I tweeted out.
You've seen a lot of...
I've seen a lot of horrible humans. He's at the top of my list. Here's the thing. I love an old school villain. I love a Big Brother villain. I love all those things. But here's what he's not doing. He's not owning it. He's doing all this shit while then trying to say to people, I'm playing with integrity and honor, and I'm being honest and straightforward, and this is just, You're gold, okay? You're gold. I love you. You're pure gold. And I want to work. Like, he's just so full of shit that you can't root for him or like him in any way. He's like worse than a slimy car salesman. He's just, ugh.
Because at least they own it.
Yeah, he's not owning anything.
Yeah. Anybody that, has backstabbed and lied, it's like, that's the game. I'm playing the game. And that's what the game is. So I just hate it when house guests come in and I'm just going to play this game with integrity and honesty. And just, shut up. Shut up.
He also says, you made me do this to people a lot.
I cannot stand that. If somebody says a nasty thing to you and it's like, look what you made me do. Oh, F you.
It's like, you made me hit you.
Right.
Why'd you make me hit you?
You made me abuse you. Look what you did.
You caused this.
That's a gaslighting. Yeah. Horrible.
It's gaslighting. I mean, he said it to her in the goodbye speech. He's like, well, I'm sorry that you put us on opposite sides of the house.
Yeah.
But you're still a golden beam of sunshine.
Gaslight. Yeah.
And here's the thing. And I mean, and he said a lot, during the week, again, he really did say stuff like, I don't understand why people are trying to protect this basic white girl. He said a lot of really bad things where I honestly think he, in his HOH, was playing to Twitter, was playing to social media, and I think in his mind, he's just sitting up in that HOH room because he called out Frenchie. He's like, my HOH is so much better than Frenchie's. And I guarantee you he was sitting in that HOH room going, I'm getting the blonde white girl out. Twitter's gonna love this. They're probably cheering for me right now. I get to be this evil villain taking her out, and look at me. Everyone is gonna just love me. And I'm sure that the DR was just stoking those fires. They love you.
To sit there and say, oh, they're gonna love me because I'm the evil villain, but then you don't own it. How are you the evil villain?
Exactly.
And as far as comparing, his HOH with Frankie's,
Frenchie.
Or Frenchie's, I mean, Frenchie's was more entertaining to me.
Of course it was, because stuff was happening. It wasn't just you being a dictator.
Was hilarious. Yeah, exactly.
And look, and not for nothing, I truly feel that this season was cast to perhaps get their investment further in the game. And I am being Suri, and I'm here for that. I don't care. So it scares me if he's going to get far in this game, because I really only think, as far as physical competitors go, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of competition against him in a physical. I mean, yes, yeah. Izzy. Yes, Matt. And probably if it's one that, I could see a Blue perhaps being good, but I don't see a lot of people going against him. I literally tweeted out, because no joke on the live feeds, he is working out 80% of the time. And I literally said, I am not body shaming him. However, what I have learned from watching Hassam on the feeds is, you can literally work out 10 hours a day and never look like Matt. So I'm not working out. That's it. I'll just say I work out all the time and then I look like Hassam. Great.
Well, for an older guy, he looks great. But I mean,
I could not be that invested.
But he's an older guy. Matt's young. Matt has the young skin that bounces back, that looks fresh, and
It has something to do with skin, girl. This man is working out 24/7. Now, please tell me, and I wish I, would have gotten the picture for this for us, but you can check out the Twitter, Reality Recaps. Please tell me you saw the way he sleeps in the HOH room.
No.
I can do it this way for you. It's gonna be low tech until we get our new computer. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
This is how he sleeps in the HOH room. Oh, it's a green background. This is gonna be a problem. Maybe this is better.
No, I can see it. He's hanging off the bed?
Doesn't it look like he's coming out of the bed?
Yeah.
So basically, he throws his body off the bed. He sleeps up. You know when like the girl is possessed in The Ring and she like walks backwards on her hand like that? Like that's the way he sleeps.
I think
he's a demon.
He's nocturnal. He's like a bat, like a...
There was points where he was upside down.
Like a vampire.
Like a vampire evil bat. Now, I got in a lot of trouble last year, or the other year, whatever year that was, for calling Kylan an evil demon. Am I allowed to call this man an evil demon? Because I don't know anyone that contorts themselves like that when they're supposed to be resting with Jesus. That to me is the demons have taken over your body and they're fucking putting a curse on the house.
How is that comfortable? I don't understand.
It's not comfortable. It's the demon controlling his body. Again, did you see The Ring? I was just waiting for him to walk up the wall backwards, like Riley. Then like walk up the wall. Like, fucking Christ, this is scary.
Oh, wow.
That's
weird. That's so weird. And then just the way he acts and stuff is so weird.
It's creepy. When he's like, I just want to know, is this what a winner would do? I just keep waiting for a log of shit to fall out of his mouth half the time.
Well, he's put a target on his back, especially winning the veto at, with
Did he?
What, a little over a minute. Like, he got like a really, really good score.
But let me ask you this. If you were in the house, would you get him out? Because I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either, because he'd be a target. He'd be a shield.
Yeah. Why would you want to get the person out that you know everyone in the house wants out before you?
Which is why Riley also is gone, because everybody knows they're going to go after him. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. He's the worst. He's the worst. I can't say enough about the worst that he is. And I pray to God, like, I thought we were going to get to see the look on his face tonight. I think that's what a lot of us were upset that we missed. We can only hope that he might get backdoored this week. But I doubt it. I don't think it's in anyone's best interest to get rid of him. And as much as I can't stand... Right. And as much as I can't stand him, and as much as, honestly, Izzy annoys the shit out of me sometimes, too, I really don't want either of them to go, because they're literally the driving forces behind all the drama on the feeds. Yeah. Like, the feeds would not be as exciting at all without him and Izzy.
Well, what was some of the drama about Matt doing this veto competition? Saying, I guess there was a whole thing about it being unfair because he's deaf.
Well, he's deaf, and it was a competition about hearing.
Right. But, I mean, they obviously made connections because he could hear the clues, or he knew what the clues were.
Well, could he? Because we weren't allowed to see his time. We weren't allowed to see his time for the first time ever in Big Brother history.
Oh, we didn't see his time.
Now, look, here's the thing, because I can see that you're going to feel the same way I am. I have a different take on this. I feel there's part of me that just wants to be fake. And I know we could have so many followers and so many more likes if I just went along with what everyone else is thinking. But I just don't agree here with everyone hating Big Brother, honestly, in this Matt scenario. Do I think that it was Big Brother's responsibility to be prepared for Matt?
Yes,
100%.
And they were.
No, they weren't.
How
and
did
now
he know? He knew the clues.
Well, no.
Them out loud.
Because there was an Entertainment Weekly article about it, so where production talked about everything. But here's my point. Should they have been prepared? Yes. Were they? No. They even admit that they were not as prepared as they should be. But every single week, they are implementing new things to help Matt. Like they put a text-to-speech thing in the DVR. So now in the DR, so that when production talks to Matt...
Why are they implementing this as the show's on? Like,
well, what would you like them to never do it?
They hired a specialist.
Yes, but they didn't.
But why?
I don't know. But I agree Now you sound like these people. I agree with
I
you.
am talking for the people.
You're talking for the people, and I agree. They should have, but they didn't. So they are implementing it as it's going,
awful.
and I don't get why we're complaining.
We're complaining because it should have been implemented pre-season.
But it wasn't. So they're doing it now. So we're going to keep shitting on them so that they don't want to ever have another person with disabilities play, because they're going to be like...
Now they'll be prepared. Now they'll know what to do. But instead of making him the guinea pig, why not just make it part of the pilot of how...
I agree. No,
with that disability of not hearing, what do they need? You know, is there a Bible in Braille? You know, everybody likes to read the Bible in the house. Can Matt? Look, he doesn't need it in Braille because he can see.
I think that people think that I'm not agreeing with you. It's like they're not hearing the whole sentence. I agree. I said the same exact thing from the start. Why didn't they hire someone to do this? But they didn't. So now we have to operate in the reality of the fact that they didn't. Right. They went, oh shit, we are not prepared. Now they are implementing these things.
And what we are saying is it should have been done before the season started.
Great.
Now that we know this.
Great. I should have.
Entertainment tonight. Thank you. That we can now. This is our complaint. You know. So
right.
Now, if you have a blind person next season.
Yeah.
Then, you know, make sure there's a Bible that is in Braille, because everyone likes to read the Bible when they're in the house, and make sure, you know.
So let me ask you this. If your doctor told you that you needed to lower your cholesterol and gave you a cholesterol pill, and then you finally started taking your cholesterol pill, but then every single day I just kept saying to you, did you lower your cholesterol today? You're not doing enough to lower your cholesterol. Why aren't you lowering your cholesterol more? You should have lowered your cholesterol. You're the worst at lowering your cholesterol. Your doctor sucks. Your doctor's the worst. Why doesn't your doctor help you more? Your doctor's an asshole.
I eat a lot of meat in the house, so I'm taking a statin pre-season to prepare.
All I'm saying is, we made the point that they should have done it earlier. We all agree. Now maybe, instead of us shitting all over... And by the way, I hate that you're all making me defend them. I'm just saying, instead of acting like CBS is the worst and shitting on them for trying to come up with ways to help him in real time, maybe we say, you're doing a great job and here are some other ideas. Instead of just...
some additional feedbacks.
Yes, additional feedback.
You know, Yanessa reminds me that the Circle did it better.
What the Circle did?
Implemented stuff for a deaf person.
This is a great point. Let's just blame... I agree with Lost. Let's blame Matt's doctor. He should have caught his deafness earlier. Why are we blaming CBS at all? That's how you all sound.
No, it's not.
No, let's just blame his doctor. His doctor's an asshole. His doctor should be doing more to make him hear. Matt's doctor should be doing more to make him hear.
We're not going to bring it up because our voices are being heard. Don't
not being heard by Matt.
You act like a lot like Hissam, whatever.
Tysum.
I just need to know if I'm being heard. Am I being heard? That's what the people want. The people want to know if they're being heard.
You're being heard. Okay. Now look, I want to say, and here's my other point, and then everyone can finish being mad at me. So many people are like, it's ridiculous. They didn't show Matt's time. They didn't show Matt's time because they don't want to show how they didn't accommodate him in that comp, or they didn't want to embarrass him. Why does it have to be the worst case when it comes to Matt? Like, why does it have to be they were trying... Maybe they didn't want Matt to feel bad and have his time up there and look bad.
Then why couldn't somebody think of comps where it's an even playing field?
Because it's never an even playing field. That's Big Brother. You sign a 90-page contract that literally says Julie Chen Moonves can walk into that house, cut off your penis, grill it on the barbecue, eat it in front of you, and go, this is delicious. Fuck you, fuck your family.
Well, at least, I mean, if she does that, at least you can read her lips. That's still fair.
Not with a dick in her mouth. They can do anything they want. Look, I get it. Comps should be fair. But then where are you drawing the fair line? Is it fair that the wall caters to small people?
You've got a comp that's a listening comp and you have a deaf person
I agree.
in the house.
I agree.
Like, maybe we shelf that one for season 26. Like,
please rewind this show. I agree. I made the same comment. Now, there was an ET article that explained all the ways that they made that comp more accessible to him.
Enough to not show his time?
Not only not enough to not show his time, they didn't give us the feeds back for like 16 hours, so clearly they were hiding all of the conversation about how unfair the comp was.
The interpreter had to listen and then tell him. Wait, he's not blind. Why do I keep doing sign language?
Yeah, what are you, Hassam? He likes to do that too. When he talks to Matt, he's like, there are 9 people, but 3 of them are on your side. That's 1, 2, 3. Move your hands, idiot. He can see.
Seattle, Washington thing.
Oh my dear God. He doesn't know sign language, by the way, per Courtney in chat.
Really?
The comp was boring. I agree. Again, I think people think that I am saying I, don't agree. I think it is horrible for Matt that he is feeling excluded. All I am saying is I am looking towards a future where they bring in more people with disabilities to play this game. And I just think it is counterproductive for us to be complaining about the positive steps they are taking instead of embracing them a little.
The positive steps they're taking at the last minute.
Sure, at the last minute. Better than not at all, and screw you, disabled person, you're never playing. Yes. That is better. Because if I was disabled, I would like to think maybe I had a chance.
It's fair, but it's not better. What better would have been is to...
Sure, fair. Whatever we want to say, I just think, someone... I don't think it's ideal, and that's my last point, is I don't think it's ideal. I'm just saying I think it's counterproductive that we are complaining about the positive steps they're taking.
Next week, we will not complain about it.
Oh, I have a feeling there's no shortage of complaints.
It just needed to be heard today.
And I heard it, and I agree. And I want to be clear that I agree in case people think I'm disagreeing. All I'm saying is, in the disagreeing, everyone, maybe we can also be like, it is a little bit good that they are trying to meet the needs of someone that is different.
You have to. I mean, he would just be...
They don't have to. You signed a contract. You agreed to play the game under any condition.
How can he win a veto comp if they don't make
Doesn't matter.
Conditions for it?
It doesn't matter. That's not what he agreed to do. One of these days, when I can figure out how I accidentally got hold of the contract, we should just go over. We should just go over the ridiculous. Again,
is there a handicap clause that says we're not doing anything extra for you if you have a disability?
I literally cannot stress enough. It literally says we can do whatever we want to you at any point, which includes the ending of your life. And you nor your family are entitled to anything if that happens. Nothing. You literally sign your life away to be on this show.
Is there a clause that says...
Sure. Yes. Says we hate handicapped people. It's the anti-handicap clause.
You like it better when you're dead. So, but it says, we're going to, make accommodations. So at least when we end your life, you'll know it's coming. Or whatever.
No. I don't know. I didn't read specifically for that. I just remember reading how insane it is that
pretty standard.
Literally anything that happens to you, they're not responsible for.
Yeah. Well,
it's terrifying.
Makes sense. Yeah.
But yes. So whatever.
Yeah.
I understand that we're all mad that we thought that comp was not fair for Matt. I'm gonna say Matt had issues with the DR. Clearly, tonight we saw they changed the DR issues. Matt was having issues with the comps. We've now seen how they're incorporating things better for the comps. I look forward to see how they continue to make the comps and show accessible for Matt. I appreciate that they're doing the best that they can. But yes, they should have done it earlier. Doesn't take a rocket scientist that if you know you have a deaf person on, maybe you should hire someone to test your stuff.
Right. Or put some, like, noise-canceling headphones and then try to do the comps yourself, producers.
It's kind of like if poor Denise ever played, from our own chat. What are they going to do? Make her robotic legs? She doesn't have legs. She wants to play this game. What are they going to prop her up on one of the, like, little... You know that new Alexa that rides around? They could just, like, put her on that.
Like a Roomba?
Like, yeah, or a Roomba. That's good. You okay with that, Denise? Just give me the thumbs up. See, I'm fight this battle for Denise. I want Denise to be able to play one day.
And they should take Zingbot's legs and give them to Denise.
Yes, this is what I'm talking about.
I think Denise could be in the Zingbot outfit, right? Just have
the
whole robotic arms and everything, and then she can just lift up the thing, and there's Denise's face, and we're like, Denise.
And they would put her to the front of the comps, like how they go to the front of the line. Yeah. So she would be like, oh, I get the best spot in this comp.
Right.
Yeah. That's why I bring her to dinner with me in, like, places that are hard to get in. I just wheel up to the front. I cut everyone, and then I just throw her. I even throw her away. I'm like,
an amusement park, too. You could just, like...
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to Disneyland.
Well, she started that business.
The Disneyland business?
Yeah, it's called Wheelie Long Lines. You hire a wheelchair person to cut the line. That's her business.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Wheelie Long Lines. Totally serious. It's a thing. You should Google it right now. Leave this show.
I was like, how far is this improv going?
We came up with that a long time ago with Denise.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not real. We came up with that a long time ago with Denise.
Like, wow, that was really good. Really good.
We came up with that idea with her for a long time ago.
I was trying to think of my next thing. Yeah.
So yeah, he, that's what the controversy is. So you're angry about it. I'm angry about it, but I'm gonna give them a little bit of praise.
That at least they're doing that before they could possibly end his life. That's great.
Yeah, no, good. What did you think about him having a crush? Did you see Matt, did you... Oh, they didn't show that on tonight's episode, did they?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay, so on the live feeds last night, we're always watching everything in our Discord. We all watch together in the live feeds chat, and everyone's like, oh my God, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. It was like 4 in the morning. With Riley, he finally takes Riley aside and he's like, Riley, I just want you to know that you're really attractive and I have a crush on you.
Oh.
Now, go ahead, you be Matt and tell me and I'll be Riley.
Riley.
Yes?
I just want to tell you.
Okay.
Before we all vote you out.
Right.
That I have a huge crush on you.
What?
And I think you're...
What? Pretty. Wait, what'd you say?
What?
You're cute. Tap, tap, tap. Bye. That's why it didn't make the air. Cut to her basically giving freaking Cameron a blowjob live. She, like, threw her head right in his lap. I was like, what in the holy... Tonight! She threw her head in Cameron's lap tonight on live television. I was like, oh, well, now I know why she didn't want to flirt back with Matt.
Told you, Cameron's a cutie.
Ugh, disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. It was sad. Like, if I was Matt in that moment on the feeds last night, I would have just died. Like, I couldn't imagine how, like, this is why I'll stay married another 20 years. Because I think I would die if I said to somebody, like, I think you're really cute, and I think I have a crush on you. And they looked at me and went, what? Oh, okay. Hug. Bye.
But I mean...
And by the way, do you have eyeballs? Because he's Matt. And in case you're worried about him
So
being
hot.
deaf, in case you're worrying about him...
Why would you be worried about that?
That's the best. That is... Listen,
No.
my next time, I want someone with a foot fetish because actually a whole body fetish just because I want massages all the time, and preferably deaf would be the best. I want to be able to just curse you out and you have no clue. Our relationship will be great because now I get angry and I yell at Hubs and I'm so sensitive. Shut the fuck up. So I would love it if he was deaf.
Like when they turn their back and you can be like, oh, you stupid mother.
Exactly. I want deaf and wants and loves to give massages.
Deaf and hung. Deaf and hung.
I don't even care about a penis. I want massages.
Oh, you just...
I'm in a lot of pain. Although not tonight, because we learned about a step stool tonight, and just a quick live update for everyone. It's working.
Ooh.
You know how my back always hurts during these shows?
Yeah.
Somebody told me before we went live that I should get a little step stool to put my feet on so that it takes the pressure off my lower back. And I literally said, I never...
like that little potty.
A squatty potty.
A squatty potty for the toilet. So
is exactly what I'm using.
Open up your rectum. Yeah.
It has apparently opened up my vertebrae and my back is feeling great.
Oh my God. Oh,
so good news for you. We can go a whole nother hour now.
Oh, yay. I wish I was there to kick that stool from your desk.
I never learned. Okay, great. So chat's very upset with me. Okay, so that was the first controversy. The Cirie, is the other controversy. Now, what do you think? We already talked about it. Is she being messy? Is it because she doesn't know Big Brother versus Survivor? Yeah. Your take is you think she will learn as she goes.
I think she's going to learn as she goes. I think the speech kind of shocked her, and just the way was talking, like with the professors and stuff. Like I think everybody's first instinct, we heard Corey say it, like my first instinct is to do the opposite of what he wants as far as the vote for Riley. And I mean, because I think that's how it rubbed everybody the wrong way. And I think too, in Survivor, everyone's looking for an idol, and everyone going to, you're going to go get some water. I'm going to go to the well too. You know what I mean? And so you only have hours to do that. Where in Big Brother, you have a week. We're only in week 2. We lost somebody because they made a horrible, stupid thing or whatever, and I don't even count, Kirsten as far as the being evicted. But now that we've had some controversy week 2, I think instinctively that's what she's used to doing, and I think she's going to correct it.
I mean, I hope so. Jared was talking to her last night on the feeds, and Jared kind of said to her, look, I think this is what we need to go do going forward. Yeah. When the people come to us and want us to flip, instead of us just being super excited and getting on board, maybe we just tell them we need some time to think about it. And then we'll talk about it without them. Yeah. And then once we're really sure, we let them know, like, on a Thursday morning. And Cirie went, yeah, I don't like that plan. And I just went, she's working with production. She don't care.
She doesn't care.
She's getting paid to be there. She's working to stir up drama with production, and I'm here for it. Just love how our kid was like, just maybe, Mom, here's a really simple thing that makes a lot of sense logically. And Cirie just went, yeah, no. That's just going to happen, and you're just going to have to deal with it. So, yeah, it's just the game. It's the game. We're going to flip, we're going to flop, we're going to floop.
I think you kind of go with all of that, too. But then, always keep, your closest, like your son, like when Hisam said, brought up Jared's name, and she was like, oh, we saw mother's antennas go up. Like, keep my son's name out your mouth. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this. Does Cirie die on the sword for Jared? Like, if there is an option for Cirie to make a move which ends her game but keeps Jared in it, does she make that move?
If she feels Jared is doing a good job. Now, if her son has to be carried along the way, I think she will be like, for the family, I am voting you out.
That's what I think.
If he's doing a good job, I think she's got her fame. She's done Survivor. She's won Traitors. Maybe she now passes that baton to him, like, and makes a name for himself if he's doing a good job. I think she's the kind of mom and the kind of friend to her son to say, baby, you ain't doing a good job, okay? So you got to go.
Oh, see, this is interesting. And a lot of people I see in chat are saying the same thing, that they think she would pass the legacy on to Jared. Wow. I'm hoping she does not.
This show.
I'm hoping she doesn't if that scenario arises, because I don't think Jared's game is that great at all.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we haven't seen a whole lot. We see him, a lot of it kind of run into mom, right? But we want to start seeing, and then when he even, tries to make up stuff like, maybe we don't, go with everybody's blind sides or whatever, and then we just let people know nope, that's not a good plan. So, you know what I mean? Those kind of answers to me says, oh no, we're going to win the game. Either I'm going to win or you're going to win. I would prefer you win,
right,
and make a name for yourself. But if you're not going to, then baby, you got to go.
I mean, here's what I would think. If I was Cirie, honestly, I would literally be like, I think I can play this game better than you, so I'm going to let you go. I'm going to win the money for us, and then I'll give it to you.
Or split it with you, or whatever.
Yeah, split it with you, give it to you. I mean, if you're trying to help him, I think she's probably the better one to help him.
Right.
By winning it. Because he doesn't, play that good. Now, what do you think of his showmance? Now, again, this is a live feed breaking news for you. What do you think of his potential? It's not really a showmance, but there's feelings brewing between him and Blue.
Oh, that's interesting.
Do you see them two as a pair?
I do. I like Blue. I think Blue is absolutely adorable, and I totally see that. But is Cirie gonna like that showmance?
Oh, you didn't see the photo? Again, this is such a horrible computer for me. This is such a horrible time for me not to be able to pull anything up. This is the face that Cirie made at the thought of him being in...
Did you see my face before you brought up the photo?
Yeah, that was the face that she made.
Is that why you said, did I see the photo because I made that face?
No, yes.
I hadn't.
No, then that's right. That's the face she made when it was brought up.
I am in sync.
With Cirie, you're in sync.
Cirie, the folks watching,
Here's my problem with Jared, and now this is solely on a relationship level. I get, pardon my French, fuckboy vibes from him. Like, he says stuff like, I can roll up in a club and get any girl in the place. No offense, you're good looking, but we see that body, yada yada, and no, you can't. Like, if you were Ty from Big Brother Canada, yeah. Poonteen Pilot. There are so many other guys that have played that I would be like, yes, 100%. I don't believe you. Then on the feeds last night, he was told Blue, basically he said, I can't get into anything with you unless you tell me how many people you've slept with. So what are your thoughts on that, Comedy Jonah? He wanted to know her number before he would even consider a showmance.
Because he's planning to have... That's the kind of conversation you have, maybe, if you're going to have sex with him.
Did I just break you?
You kind of just broke me. It's so weird.
What do you think?
Especially if he's such a player, rolling up in the club, can get any girl. Is that the first question he asks? Like, that's weird.
That to me is just ego. And here's the thing. I don't find him to really have that big of an ego in other areas of this game. It only seems when he talks about relationships or specifically to Blue. And I don't know if it's this just weird masculine flirting, stupid, whatever, because in other areas I find his personality not like this at all.
No,
it's only when he's with Blue that I'm like, oh, why do you say these things?
It's so weird and kind of gross. Like, that's so weird. And to me, he doesn't seem like he has the swag. You know what?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not buying it
Yeah.
at all. I'm not buying that he's this,
But I think he thinks he might have the swag, and then that's why you ask stupid questions like that. But then Blue looks at him knowing he doesn't have the swag and
And what did
says,
Blue say?
no.
Oh, so that's what you think Blue said?
I think she said no.
Yeah, you're exactly right. She was like, I'm not
Travel the
telling.
World in the YouTube channel said she wouldn't tell him.
Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah. She was literally like, it's none of your business.
And that's so weird, and you're gross.
Yeah, it's so weird. You're gross. It's none of your business.
I'm not having sex in a house with a bunch of cameras unless it's on my,
I don't even think it had to do with sex. I mean, in all honesty, people were saying like, it's because they're afraid that I think Debbie Dawn was saying sometimes it's because guys want to know, oh crap, were you with someone that's good? Like, I'm not good at sex. How many people were you with? Because then you're going to really know how bad I am. I just think it's like an ego thing. Like you're mine. How dare you be with anyone else? You're mine. Mm-hmm. I can go be with whoever I want. I'm a man. But you're mine. How dare you?
Yeah, and I think that is a horrible standard, first of all. And
yeah.
I mean, she should have asked him, how many have you been with?
She did, I think, and I forget what his answer was, or maybe that's what started the conversation. I forget.
I but think either concerned, like maybe how many you've been with because you could have a venereal disease. I don't know.
I don't think they were sleeping together. I really don't think it had anything to do with them sleeping together. I think he's starting to get feelings for her. Now, what's even worse, whether she's going to go along with it or not, she has basically kind of said, I need to get Jared out of this game. So she's basically said, like, yeah, I think I need to go for Jared.
And I don't know why she's not playing it up. Like, it's a creepy question and it's weird, but if I was her, I would be a chameleon to everybody. Would anybody, however they thought of me or judged me, I would turn into that representation of what they did. So if I was Blue and Jared asked me that question, I would say, 2.
I would say no one but you.
I'd say I was a virgin.
I only slept with one person, and to be fair, I thought it was you. His name was Jared, and he looked like you.
I was drunk and I don't remember. Or whatever.
I was drunk, I don't remember. It might have been Sari, because she looks like you a little, which is odd, but I never thought about that much more. Okay.
No,
anyway.
I would have said I was a virgin. I would have played up to it. I would be getting everybody to trust me and like me by confirming their stereotype and judgment of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. In my mind, I'd be like, if I was like, he's disgusting, but at least he's on my side now. He's attracted to me, so he's not going to put me up. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I think Blue is playing him, or I want to believe. I mean, Jag and Blue aren't really doing anything for me on the show or feeds, so I want to believe that she's going to be this feminist warrior going after Jared that is going to make me like her game a lot more. Because right now I'm just not feeling her or Jag at all. I was originally liking Jag before this week. I love Jag. I said Jag was going to be the person to rival Sari in this game and in these things, but after watching him this week, I'm just like, oh god, he is not good at this game.
No.
This is not. Like,
and I think his mom is smart. She's watching, she's paying attention, and she's gonna let him know.
Whose mom?
Jared's
mom. Cameron's mom is the one who's the Big Brother fan. Is that who you mean?
No, I thought we were talking about Jared not
being
and I said, and his mom is watching.
Right, and his mom is watching. Yes. Okay, gotcha. I was saying Jag though, not Jared, but okay.
Oh, sorry.
Jag not doing it for me. Jag Blue partners not really doing it for me.
Oh.
Now, so we already said we thought that Bowie was not might have some twist tonight. She ended up not getting a twist tonight. What do you think this HOH could be?
Good day.
Good day.
Good day, Julie. Good day.
Good day, Julie. Hello. You behave.
I'm back, Julie. I'm back. Good day.
I need entertainment, Julie. Julie.
Scary universe, Julie. Good day.
Julie, good day, baby. I need some entertainment. We know that the first HOH was a comic HOH. The second HOH was a scary verse HOH. So now that means we could have a Humillaverse or a Scatterverse HOH tonight. Mm-hmm. I kind of feel like we're right at the time for it to be costumes, like the Humilitard and all of those things. So I have a feeling it's going to be a Humillaverse HOH. It'll probably be something sloppy, gross, dirty food. I think it's going to have a lot of punishments. I think that's why we didn't have nots this week. The pressure cooker, Julie already said. So we learned at the end of the episode that they are listening and the pressure cooker's coming back, but she said the pressure cooker is coming back with a scary verse twist. Now, does that mean that it's going to be the same exact thing as last week? Like, one person's going to go and then come back and have to pick somebody. But didn't she say it was next week's... Well, yeah, she said it was next week's HOH, didn't she?
No, she said the pressure cooker to me was the veto comp is what I was under the impression.
I forgot what she said. It was the end of the show when I was sitting. I just forgot if she said it was coming back as HOH or POV. If it's coming back as POV...
Oh, no. She said it's coming back on Thursday, so it is an HOH comp. You're right.
Okay, so HOH comp. Yeah. So then it could probably be the same exact thing we had this week. The second to last person or the almost winner is going to go to the scary verse and then get a power and come back and switch the...
What I want to know on the feed, and I'm not watching them, are people talking about like Bowie when she came back? They're like, hey, how was the scary verse? Like,
they're not allowed to talk about it. You're not allowed to talk about production.
But they're not. It's not production. They're just in another universe.
They're in another room. They're in another room. And I loved it. I heard them talking about the room the other day, and someone was like, "The beds in the scary room are so not comfortable." And they're like, "Except for the middle one." And then I forget who it was. Somebody was like, "Yeah, but we're not going to lay on that because that's the doorway to the other realm." That's where the special camera's positioned, that they do the special effect to make us disappear. This is like, that stupid middle bed. And I love how they just stopped caring. I love how Bowie just, I'm going to get into bed now! And then she just lays down. It's not even fair. She just goes on her side and disappears. I'm like, oh my god. The HOH tonight is called Snada Winner. Oh, do we know that for real? Oh, then that sounds like that's going to be gross and having to do with snot.
Ooh.
I definitely love snot-themed competitions. I love it as much as vomiting on television.
Well, it sounds like it's the humility verse then.
Oh, Debbie Dawn said yes. She got screen grabs at the end of the show, so it is called Snada Winner. Okay. Oh. I know how I always end up missing the end of the show.
Because you're preparing for this one.
Well, yes. Who do you want to win HOH this week? Who do you want to see in power?
I don't want Izzy because I don't want her to put up Heisem. I don't
say
want
Heisman. It's not a trophy. It's not a hymen.
That's the.
We went over this week one, and you did so good, and now you're forgetting. It's totally Heisem.
Heisem. I don't want Heisem to go or be nominated.
Me neither.
Not yet.
Neither do I.
And I think if maybe Cirie was HOH, she wouldn't nominate him. But I don't want her to be HOH. I'm hoping for Nicole.
No, I don't want anybody from Team Cirie to win power this week, or it's just going to be too much of a landslide.
Yeah.
And it sucks because I do want them to win, but I don't want it to be this landslide of power. So I would prefer, even though I don't like them, Jag, Blue, or Matt to win HOH.
I
Preferably
want Matt.
Yeah, I would like Matt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want a landslide. I don't want to just
Matt
watch
all of the comps. I want to see what CBS does, and I'm keeping my eye on you.
So make a petition. I want. Yeah. I just don't want to watch Team Cirie steamroll. We need them to have opposition in this game.
And petition signed.
Petition signed. Matt will be a chill HOH. Yeah. Could you imagine how great, like...
Yes.
I'm not even saying it to be funny. Like, this is where Matt's disability could be an advantage for him. You know how the people just keep coming into the HOH to bullshit and talk your ear off? He could just, like, yawn and, like, knock the thing out of his ear and just be like...
Yeah.
I want to close my eyes. It helps me hear you better. That's what I would do if I was Matt. I'm just going to close my... Oh, hi, Sam. You ready to talk? I'm just going to close my eyes so I can hear you better. Yeah. I'm focusing on the sounds.
But you can't read my lips. Her eyes are closed.
Right, okay. Right, okay.
Can you
right.
Hear me now? Can you hear me? Matt?
Can you hear me now? Who would run Matt's HOH? Riley's gone. Jag would run it. Jag would run his HOH if he was gone, I'm sure. I do feel bad. I mean, my heart breaks for Matt. Again, I think if you're not a live feed watcher, you're just a casual, you kind of miss a lot of, you know, what Matt's biggest, not biggest, but a large concern that Matt had was Riley's the only one who debriefed him on the game. Riley's several...
He said it in the episodes.
Yeah. I mean, it's heartbreaking. It really is sad that how he must feel like he
needs to also step up and find another Riley to debrief him. Like he needs to work in too. And, you know, his team will do it because he's a vote for them and he'll get it done. I trust Matt.
He also doesn't know the game well. I do agree with that. He's doesn't know the game very well. But you're right. I think there will be no plethora of people stepping up now to pull Matt in for sure. 100%. Do you think he's pre-jury? Do you think Matt is going to be there until the end of the game, or do you think he's going before jury?
I want him to be in jury. I can just look at Matt all day.
I think it depends on who wins. I think if Cirie's side wins, actually, I think the unfortunate person that will go will be Matt. And
he's physically athletic and can be...
I mean, he's not good at anything. I don't know why everyone's so worried about him winning something, but okay. I mean...
Well, I think it's just looks athletic.
Yeah, but I mean, has done horrible, so... What are we afraid
of? It's just week 2.
And he's just done horrible in all the comps.
Well,
and I'm saying that as that's his defense. Like, it's stupid for anyone to be like, we're looking at you and worried that you're going to dominate everything. I'd be like, haven't dominated anything.
I would like to see like a Blue or somebody get HOH or even a Matt and have Jag run it or Blue run his HOH, whatever. And I would like Hisam to be nominated but not go home. But I want to see him sweat a little bit. And I want to see him work. And then I want him to see that he thinks he's having all of these wonderful, honest connections with people. And then as he's trying to get their votes, realizing he doesn't. That's what I want to see next week.
Yeah. I mean, it's true. It's very true. I see people saying, like, Matt didn't know if he used the veto on Riley that he would be safe. It is clear he doesn't know the game of Big Brother. It is clear.
He'll learn it.
Yeah, he doesn't have time to watch Big Brother. He's a fucking Olympic swimmer. Have you guys not seen the training to be in the Olympics? He doesn't have time to watch Big Brother. So, yeah. Matt is going to be one of these people. Mark my words. Matt is not going to be sticking around the Big Brother verse. I think Matt leaves this show. He goes back into Olympic training. I think he will give like his shout out nods to like, yay, Big Brother, I like you. But I think the second he gets out, if he goes back into the training for the Olympics, the first thing those sponsors are going to tell him is, you need to cut ties with that show. That show is tied to racism, everything else. Don't acknowledge that show. It's the thing that you did and move on. So I have a feeling he's not going to be someone that we see stick around the Big Brother world if he goes back into Olympics.
Yeah.
I think he'll be friendly and nice. I just don't think he's going to be like, oh, I'm at all the Big Brother parties and doing podcasts. I was going to say we won't see him in New York. No. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully we get the live feeds back tonight after the West Coast airing. So maybe in about an hour or two, we might get the live feeds back, find out who our new HOH is. And I'm excited. I'm excited for a new week. If this current week is anything like the last week was, I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yay!
I think it'll very much be good. Like I said, if you guys want to watch with us, we're always in our Discord, yourrealityrecaps.com/Discord. We're watching in the BB25 Lives feed chat room. We also watch the East Coast airing of the episodes live in the BB Show's stage room as well. That's where we watch them, Comedy Jonah. We watch live, we chat, we have fun all the time. What final thoughts, Comedy Jonah?
Nope, I just want to see him sweat.
Want to see him sweat. All right, Comedy Jonah. I am going to tell everyone, remember to follow, like, and subscribe wherever you are watching. It really does help support the shows. You can tweet us anytime using hashtag YRRLive. Like I said, computers coming this weekend. Hopefully that's going to make these shows a million times better. And it's going to let me start doing live feed update shows, which I'm super excited about. Till then, Comedy Jonah.
Till then.
Bye for now, everybody. Bye, friends. Bye.